What's up, guys? Hades here. I hope you're having a great weekend. I was just gifted some beautiful reports. We're going to look at the brand new skill. I have about 10 reports. We're going to kind of sift through them, look at all the replays, look at the stats, just analyze Fountain of Life and what it does. Now, context. You need to understand Milk is one of the strongest accounts in the entire game, and Apollo is extremely broken. Before and after this skill, he would still be doing the same thing, okay? So Apollo's still going to wipe these teams. We're looking at it deeper than that. So don't let that get you caught up. Now, if you're new or you're living under a rock or you missed my last video, Fountain of Life. At the start of battle, all allies gain silence immunity. What this is doing is directly countering No Escape, okay? No Escape was one of the strongest, if not the strongest skills in the game, and they made a direct counter to it. It also reduces healing effects from allies by 50%. However, you increase your self-healing by 20% and restore HP to all allies every 3 seconds. So that healing increase max is at 20%, and the recovery rate is at 150% per 3 seconds. So now we need to get a baseline. We need to look at the stats from a lot of different reports and see what's happening. Now, all the players he's playing against are very strong opponents. They all have legendary skills, okay? So none of these are weak opponents. He's not just crushing them. But keep in mind, with or without this, he would still be winning. That is the level of difference here, okay? Max Apollo, it's not close. Stats. We can click on YSS. He's holding it currently. 15 million healing in 40 seconds is honestly very, very high. How high? Well, the healing on Elegant Dance is only 9 million. However, I believe it's reduced by a bit, right? Yeah, it's reduced by 50%. So, you kind of have to balance where this goes, right? You can't really put this on a tank and then go double healer. So it's not just all rainbows and sunshines. You do have to balance that. However, 15 million is a lot. Like a lot. Let's keep looking. That's just one report. There's a bunch. Next report. It's still on YSS. Much less. 5 million, 38 seconds. So this one didn't hit quite as hard. And in the next one, 5 million. In the next one, 5 million. So it's averaging about 5 so far. That first one looked like an outlier at 15. And this is why having lots of stats is very important. Here we are again with another 15 million healing. Very interesting how it's so much higher here. And I'm not quite sure why. Because none of these enemies have wound. And it's guaranteed healing, which is very strange. Only discarded 1, right? And he's nearly full HP. And this is guaranteed. So, interesting. Just interesting things to note, right? Now, some arena reports. Very strong players. These are top tier, top 15 on the server. Like butter. Where's the main? Here's the main. I can't even find the main because there's just no damage. Strong player, right? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Healing, Fountain of Life, 4 mil, 33 seconds. So we're really seeing that it's gonna be about 5 million healing. I already looked at these reports just a little bit, and this is probably one of the top players he's fought. This player is top 5 on the server for sure. Very strong Wukong. And I believe Fountain got moved to Fufei. So, what are the stats, right? Elegant Dance, 12. Oh no, sorry, that's not him. Fountain of Life did more than her ultimate, which is very strange. Very strange, because... No, I guess her ultimate's 300 and it probably activates every 9 to 10 seconds. So no, it makes about sense. So this skill is actually going to heal a bit more than an actual support. However, the totality of your healing is going to be reduced, right? because reduce healing effects from allies. So where you put Fountain of Life and how many healers you have on your team is going to be very, very crucial. Now let's watch a replay, because I think that's going to be the best way to really understand what's happening here. So I'm going to slow this down, and you need to understand a few things that are happening. First, this shiny thing, this is the new Fountain of Life. So all of these heroes have Fountain of Life. It's guaranteed. And then these heroes with this purple, that's no escape. So these 3 heroes are silenced, and Fufei is not, because she has Fighting Master. This team goes automatically, and where this is going to make a big difference is right at the start, the first 6 seconds. As soon as it goes away, you're going to see just how big of a difference this skill actually makes. Done. Now it's gone. You can see it's gone. Now this purple bubble, that's the other red skill, right? What we really need to look at is the energy. You can see here on the left, the energy is very high, and this on the right, the energy is very low, because they've been silenced the whole time. Now watch how big this gap grows. You're gonna see it in just a moment. As we look at Milk's teams on the left, they're all ulting. Look, Fufei ulted and Anubis ulted. Look at this, they're not even close. Now why does this matter? Anubis going first means that the Apollo is gonna do 20% boosted damage, right? Because he wasn't silenced. That's the whole change in this meta. Because he wasn't silenced, now Apollo's getting that boost. And then YSS is going to go before Wukong, which means they're going to take that reduced damage, and it just snowballs. Watch this. I'm going to speed it up now. Boom, the first Apollo ult, huge advantage. The Ninetales is already getting low. The other heroes are getting low. Wukong is not, because he's getting that self absolute defense due to his ultimate, right? And then he gets a big ultimate, and then he's gonna stall out the match, because Wukong gives absolute defense every time he ults to himself and an ally, and so they're gonna stall this fight out. But there's no fighting back, right? It's 2 versus 4. Apollo's gonna do too much damage. Eventually the ultimate is gonna slip through, but that doesn't matter. It's all about the start of that replay, right? Can anything keep up with Fountain of Life? The answer is no. The only way to keep up with it is to have your own. And that's the only way. Otherwise, it's not going to matter. So, in conclusion, Fountain of Life, extremely strong. It's going to break the meta. It's going to change everything. Okay? This is probably the new best skill in the game. By a lot, I would say. It almost does too much. However, that self-reduced healing from your team could make a difference. It probably won't be as good on teams that require like Spring of Life and Berserker and Double Healer. Those kind of teams, it's probably not going to be that great on them. Also, teams like Hybrids just don't need this, right? Alex can't be silenced anyways, so it doesn't matter. And when you're using Fighting Master on a carry, the silence doesn't matter either. So it's not going to make a huge difference, but when you're talking about the whale meta and like edging out little differences, this is going to make a huge difference. And it is an S tier, SSS tier skill. I'll make a whole new tier list in another video, but I just wanted to get this video out for you guys. Sneak peek from the whales, maxing the new skill. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, make sure to leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.